Hi, thanks for joining me today. This is Kelly Robbins with the Copywriting Institute, and I would like to spend just a couple minutes talking about 3 things that are necessary to create change in your life. In particular, for people who are aspiring freelance copywriters, whether you've been thinking about becoming a freelance copywriter, or you've already started a freelance copywriting business but you aren't making money yet, or you're not making the money that you want yet. Pay particular attention, because the 3 tips I'm going to give you today are really fundamental to creating change in your life. The first tip I'd like to give you today is that before you do anything, you really need to make a decision that this is what you're going to do. And when you make this decision, it needs to be that there's no turning back. You've made a decision, and the only place you look is forward, and how to make that decision happen into a reality. So, for example, I've talked with a lot of people the last few weeks, aspiring copywriters, people I'm talking to that are not freelance copywriters yet. They're telling me they want to be a freelance copywriter, but they aren't doing anything about it yet. And as I dig and probe deeper, what I'm finding is really what they're making a decision and what they're talking about is that they want to create a change in their lifestyle. For many different reasons. They want to work from home, they want freedom, they want to spend more time with their kids and have the flexibility that working from home provides. Some people I've talked to want to travel more and have a job where they can write and work while they're on the road. Other people I've talked to really wanted to work from home and be with their spouse more. And just again have more free time and the flexibility that's afforded to people who have their own business, particularly a freelance writing business that you can do from home. And so these people are making the decision that they want to create a change in lifestyle, and they're looking at freelance copywriting as one of the things they want to do. They really haven't made the decision that they're going to be freelance copywriters yet. They're still mulling around the decision of, I want to create a change in my lifestyle. And you really have to make that decision that you're going to be a successful and profitable freelance copywriter. Because you can create that lifestyle doing different things. You can be a graphic designer. You could sell Avon or Mary Kay. There's a lot of different things that you can do to have a lifestyle change. You have to make a decision that you are going to be a freelance copywriter, and then move forward from there. That's the first step, and you have to say it to yourself and really mean it. The second tip here for creating a change is that you have to be committed. You have to be fully and deeply committed, and there's no turning back. Once you make that decision, I'm going to be a freelance copywriter, what next? You just start taking one step at a time and move forward. This week I did a free teleclass for my list, and what the topic was, I called it full-time to freelance copywriter, and I spent an hour or so talking to people who had full-time jobs and giving them tips and advice on how to create that transition so that it's not, oh, I quit my job and now I have no money. What do I do? How do I get this business going? There are things that you can do while you're working full-time. And what we did was we reviewed kind of the 3 key areas that any entrepreneur needs to have, particularly freelance copywriters. You need to have copywriting skills. You need to know how to write copy. You need to know what types of copy businesses hire you for. There's lots of different kinds of copywriting that you can do, but there's only a few kinds of copywriting that companies are hiring for a lot, and that pay, some pay more than others. So it's important that you know, and if you're going to be trained, that you put your time and energy into the right areas, because the fact is you can take copywriting classes and training your whole life. I mean, there's just always people selling things, there's always more to learn, and the fact is the world changes, that there is really always things to learn, and you can always be better. So take an assessment of where you're at and what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you can take a look at, well, what kinds of copy do I need to learn how to write? What am I interested in? And in fact, for the people that did listen to the teleclass that I did, I had created a freelance copywriter discovery package where I broke these 3 areas that I'm talking about down so you can assess your strengths and weaknesses in each area. And actually, I'll include the link underneath this video, so you can, it's still available if you'd like to take it for yourself. But the first thing, going back, is you need to learn to write copy. You need to know how to do that and be confident in your ability to do this. The second area that you need to have some strengths in to be a freelance copywriter is your entrepreneurial skills, because really you are starting your own business. Even if you are working part-time, you're starting your own business, and you need to learn and know how to run a business. Some of it you don't learn until you just jump in there and just start going, but some of the things you can study and learn while you're working full-time. The third area that you need to be strong in is sales and marketing. And I don't care what kind of business you have, you need to know how to market yourself, and you need to know how to sell your services. You can be the best copywriter on the planet. You can be a really good copywriter, but if you can't sell your services, you're not going to be making any money. If you can't market your business and attract prospects and clients to you, you're not going to be making any money, and that's really not a business. So there's 3 areas that you can focus on while you're still working, or if you already have your business and you're not doing well. These are 3 things to look at: is where should I invest in training and coaching? What books should I read? Where should I spend my energy in trying to change the results I'm getting? So again, I'll include the link below this video for that assessment if you're interested in it. It's called the Freelance Copywriter Discovery Package. So back to creating the change in your life. I talked about making a decision. You need to make the decision, and 2, you need to be committed that you are going to stick with it no matter what. If you're not committed, you're going to find yourself getting distracted and getting off course, and you're not going to be successful at your business. And it happens to everyone. It's really, we call it the shiny object syndrome, because your subconscious mind will often sabotage really isn't the right word, but it kind of brings little shiny objects up to distract you. Sometimes when you're on a path, and sometimes you need an outsider or coach to kind of tell you you're going off track and bring you back online, bring you back in. Make a decision, be committed. The third thing is have a sense of urgency. Without that sense of urgency, nothing is going to happen. No change is going to take place. And the sense of urgency is actually, it's kind of an interesting one, because it's not something that I can coach you on. It's not anything that anyone else can do for you. You have to find that sense of urgency in yourself and really pull it out. It's something only you can do. You know, my sense of urgency for me was I have 3 children, and I really wanted to be more available for them than I was when I worked in corporate America. And it got to the point where it just made me sick in my gut. It was really a strong sense of urgency for me to create change, because it was important to me that I was available for my kids. And it could be that you've reached a certain point in your life, and you know, you've only got one life. How long are you going to talk about making this decision before you actually start to live the life you want to live? I mean, how long is it going to take? You have to have a sense of urgency to create that change. The sense of urgency spurs you forward. And again, that's something that only you can create for yourself. So those are my 3 tips for everyone. Make a decision, be committed, and have a sense of urgency. Without those 3 things, you're not going to create a successful business for yourself. You're not going to create the change in your life that you want to take, that you want to create. I have the Copywriting Institute that offers training and coaching and resources for copywriters. Please visit my website at www.thecopywritinginstitute.com and look at some of our copywriting courses, our business building and marketing courses that we have available. There's help here for you with coaching and training. But you have to make the decision and be committed to moving forward and have a sense of urgency that you're going to create the change. The tools are here. The resources are here for you. It's up to you. It's really up to you to create the change in your life that you want. How badly do you want it is the question. This is Kelly Robbins from the Copywriting Institute. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great rest of the day.